Okay, friends, here I am opening up the Zillow Immerse app, and I want to show you guys why I think that this app is one to look at, but certainly not as something that you would shop for real estate with. It's really just a collection. And I want to illustrate that basically, in order to know and to search for the location of a home, like the way you would regularly use Zillow, you're not going to be able to see it right off the bat just like this. So here we're in the all listings view, and now we can look at, for example, like California. Let's go ahead and check out California since there we're at. And right now, these are all just curated properties and they're all over the place. So Fairfield, Tucson City, Santa Barbara, these are hundreds of miles away from each other. And so it doesn't really make sense from anything other than an illustrative standpoint for you to look at these properties. So let's just pull one up. We're going to look at this property here in Benicia. And what we would be expecting would be that this data would be pulled from the Zillow 3D home tour. So let's go into that tour and take a look at this. And again, I don't have the ability to turn so the environment turns off as soon as that happens. And now I am just in somebody's pano and I am moving around. Now this already, if their camera is not level, I'm trying to keep my head perfectly still, but you can imagine what I'm experiencing right now, which is that I'm feeling like this is a 300-degree image, not a 360. The ceiling and the floor so the nadir and the apex have not been masked, and they've also not been rendered. Now, if you want to go into the dollhouse view, right, then you can get up and you can stand and look at this and you can see the floor plan. And I think that the immersive floor plan is the coolest part of this, being able to spin this around and look at it. But I would not say that from a UX perspective, user experience, that is, that this is a total slam dunk. As much as I love Zillow and I would love to say that it's great, it is missing some key elements. So, oh wait, look what I was able to do. Okay, never mind. That is new. That I don't recall that being originally in this, but now I'm in a fully immersive view and I can go around and look. So let's see if we can jump into, what I would like to do is jump into, let's go on that third floor and hold on. Let's go to the third floor and see if we can, there are the pins. Now let's see, this is the garage and here's a bathroom. So let's see if we can actually pinch on that. And now I can see which camera they're using. And it does look like it is a Ricoh Theta camera and they've got a professional monopod. So look, here is the deal. That really helped a lot, being able to immerse myself in it and to be able to look at it. And I love the ability to pinch into locations. I think it's actually a better navigation now that I'm a little bit deeper into this than going in and looking at it the other way. And now look, for some reason, we've still got that 3D model here while we're searching, we're back at the main gallery. So it disappears and we can go into another one. Let's go into a house that's maybe not $1 million mansion, but I am actually more interested in seeing what it looks like with just a really simple house. Like, look at this one, Lemon Grove, California. Let's go in. It does have a floor plan. It does have a 3D tour. And we're going to pop into this. And I don't know what's going on here. Again, let's make that immersive so that you guys don't have to see my room. And this is maybe a bug. I don't know what this is. What is that? Let's look around. This is weird. Okay, we're going to close that, but it's still there. So glitches showing up, just random glitches showing up. Or maybe that's intentional, but it just does not seem intentional. And I'll pull open the floor plans. So since this is a single floor, maybe we can also activate those. And let's go to the bathroom, see what camera this person's using. Let's see if there's a reflection. And okay, so we can see that we have got, looks like an Insta360 RS1, if I'm not mistaken. So if that's an Insta360 RS1, this is also a higher end camera. But as you can tell, the person that made this tour placed it a little bit further in the room. So they weren't necessarily thinking that this would end up in VR, because they would have done things a little bit differently. The placement, the location of the panos, they're all in the center of the room, it looks like. So again, like a center of the room experience is not so great for a virtual tour. We can't see where we're going. We can't go room to room. So we lose that navigation. We have to kind of go more like slideshow mode. Yeah. And again, like so close to these elements, like this looks, the scale is just huge. And the fidelity is an issue as well. Now, the first time I was in this, I didn't have this, the floor, I didn't have this in here. So having my blended realities of like, you know, the ground or the ceiling, then you can just tell that it's a little bit more disorienting. It's much better to be in here and immersed. So that is my experience of the Zillow app here in Apple Vision Pro. Let's just open it one more time. Zillow Immerse. Can we get it to open? Can we get it to open? There we go. And again, looking at all of these tours, it's not for shopping, right? It's cool to be able to say you did it, but it's still not a slam dunk. And I hope that Apple, not hope that Apple, but I hope that other companies will bring us new types of this kind of imagery, because right now it's really conceived of, I think, as a showcase of properties that have 3D and 360, but it is not a marketplace. I mean, arguably yes, but like you can't really do much here. Can we contact David from within the app? Let's see. I'm not sure, but again, okay, so this is from Showing Time. Let's see if the other ones are from Showing Time. Here's another one. Yeah, Showing Time. So I believe that's what I recall, is that these were all properties that were done internally by exactly Showing Time. You can see what's going on. So again, like if you were me, so I can't take go and make content for a Zillow client or a client that wants Zillow and then see it showing up in Showing Time, because I'm not part of the Zillow's Showing Time program. So this is a very limited subset of media from Zillow, and I am really thinking of it right now as a gallery, as something that you can use to say that you've got a little bit of a wedge into the market for Apple Vision Pro. But Zillow, Zillow, I'm not sure what else you're going to do with this, but it is cool to check it out and to see what the concept is and to see where it's going to go from here. Okay, thanks so much. I hope you like this, and I will post some more about it if there are any updates.